Hey everybody, it's Dr. V. I'm here with your the Karmic third-party relationship reading for this week of, what is it, July 8th through whatever is coming up. So it's the energies for this week. Sunday through Sunday is how it goes. So I'm posting it a little bit earlier this week because tomorrow I'm going to be spending some time with my little people. And so wanted to make sure everything was finished before the week starts. So anyway, thank you for those of you who have liked, commented, subscribed, shared my videos, those of you who have purchased private readings. If you decide that you want to purchase a private reading from me, all of the information is below in the description box. And please, when you're booking, be sure that you read the information carefully. I've gotten a number of emails from people asking me questions about the readings that are in the description box. So just be sure that you read it and you know what you're getting up front. The only live readings that I do are actually, they say live readings in the description. And so if you want a live reading, that's how you book that. If you just want the regular reading that I send via YouTube link, those are the rest of the readings. So that being said, Spirit, please use me as a clear channel for communication. Please let the messages that come through be in the highest good of all those concerned. I got some new decks, and so we're going to use them today. Yay! I went to the local metaphysical store yesterday, and they have a used card section, and so I went to the section, and they had just gotten literally like this influx of amazing cards that I was literally looking at Amazon earlier this week to buy, and there they were, available in this store. Okay, so here we go. Let me shuffle this and then we'll get going. I share that to say, if you ever get a nudge from Spirit that you need to go somewhere or do something, listen, because I did get that nudge yesterday. I was like, I just felt like I needed to go into the store. When I went in, I was like, wow, yes, perfect, amazing. Okay, so the overall energy of this karmic connection. First card is the Three of Cups. Next card is the Mend a Broken Heart Fairy. And, sorry, I wanted to make sure. The next one is Water and Salt. Interesting. Okay, so Three of Cups. This is, it could be celebration. It could be that in the karmic situation that there's celebration, there's festivities, there's going on. But what I'm really getting from this is that this third party situation is about it, the connection between your divine counterpart, the karmic partner, and you. It's like there's something that has happened. Maybe they didn't know about you. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they weren't aware of the depth of the connection. The karmic partner wasn't, and now it's like they're aware of it, and they're aware that there are three cups, that this counterpart is involved in a third-party situation. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're like romantically involved. A lot of these situations, people don't get into romantic situations, and I have no judgment around that. Whatever people do is their own free will. But what I'm saying is that it's like I feel like it's been exposed that somehow, or someone's become aware that there is another person involved in the situation, and they are they're aware of it. It's out there now. And so then, of course, when you see the Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, it's like, of course, if somebody has been revealed, if this has been revealed and somebody has discovered that there is a third party, that the person that they love is in a connection with somebody else, or the person that they're in a relationship with, because it doesn't necessarily mean they're in love, that of course there's heartbreak. So it's like somebody is healing from a broken heart right now, or is trying to heal. Someone's heart's been broken. That's all I can say, is that this Three of Cups is, it could be, again, like I said, with that, what I'm getting is just very clear with the three is that the Mend a Broken Heart is there because the three people in the situation. And then this water and salt is about the truth. So this is in the fairy tale for this card. It's a king that he's kind of ego-based king, wants to ask all his daughters, what they love most about him. And his youngest daughter says water and salt. And he's like, what? How? That's ridiculous, So anyway, long and short of it is that he sentences her to be killed. Her sisters rescue her. She ends up going to another kingdom, marrying a prince there. And then they have this big celebration. All the kings come together, all the royalty come together from all the adjoining kingdoms. And she sees her father. He, of course, doesn't know that she's there because he thinks she's dead. And the truth is exposed. Okay, and so what I'm getting, just literally with all of this, sorry, I just bumped the camera, is that there's been some truth that's been exposed in this situation. It's caused a lot of pain, and I definitely get it's about 3 people, third party. So what is a karmic partner bringing into this situation right now? The World card, the Fairy of the Divine Hand, and the White Snake. Very interesting. Oh, and by the way, these are the Fairy Tale Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and the Oracle of Shadows and Lights by Lucy Cavendish. And this is the, Modern Spellcaster's Tarot. So what the karmic partner is bringing in is the world, end of cycles. It's like shit's coming to full circle. The world is the last card in the major arcana, and then it goes back to 0, back to full. And so that's definitely the karmic partner is definitely bringing in some ends of cycles. So it could be that if they've been like in this situation, it could be that this karmic partner is ready for this to come to an end. They're just like over it. Not interested in doing it anymore. Just really like, okay, enough is enough. Time for this cycle to end. So it could really literally be the karmic partner putting an end to cycles. Maybe this revelation that has recently come, the truth that has been exposed, has been something that they finally are becoming clear about. And so the Fairy of the Divine Hand, it says intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. So it's like this karmic partner has been in a space of being tempted by illusion, okay, is what I'm getting. It's like in the movies, in the book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, it's like the Snow Queen or the White Witch is able to tempt the kid with like Turkish delight. And so it's like, but then you overindulge and then you get into this weird space. And so it's like, this card is saying that the karmic partner, I think, approached this situation as though it's going to be harmless. It's like, I'm going to come hang out with this person, get into this connection with this person. It's going to be harmless. It's not going to be a big deal. And then suddenly they found themselves like caught up, where they're like, damn, like I am completely like in this situation with this person that is, but my judgment has been clouded. They know that basically, like, they realize that they have gone down a toxic path, and they're understanding that if they continue on this path, that it's not going to be a great thing. Okay, they're starting to understand that, like, things could get really difficult. So the White Snake, this card is like, it's about a king who he gets this wisdom. He like takes a bite from this white snake, and it gives him the ability to talk to animals. And so what it's saying is that he's, basically like that this king with this understanding is able to like create good fortune. It's like he's able to like build his kingdom. And then he's able to use this understanding, this discernment that he has, to win the heart of a queen that is like, or a princess that he wants to marry. And so the long and short of it is like the karmic partner is starting to face the truth. It's like you can't make excuses when the truth is revealed. It's definitely feeling that there will be a reward to the sacrifice that the karmics have made. They have been feeling probably like the divine counterpart in the situation has been distant, kind of removed. They're feeling, again, it's like kind of like the sacrifice in a sense, where it's like almost like the karmic partners are feeling like if they continue to sacrifice and they continue to invest, or they've been actually, okay, let me clarify, because Spirit's clarifying right now. They have been in that space of thinking that if they continued and if they persevered, that things were going to work out in their favor and that they would be rewarded for their sacrifice. But now they're starting to understand that maybe if they continue going down this path, that it's not going to have a positive ending for them. It's going to continue to be difficult. So, wow, what your divine counterpart is bringing in, 3 of Swords. That is definitely a card of heartbreak. Definitely a card of heartbreak and betrayal. Holy cow. So the 3 of Swords just is, I mean, if you look at that, 3 swords freaking piercing somebody's heart. I am getting really, really clearly that in this connection right now, that there has definitely been some kind of betrayal that has happened. Something has gone down recently. Something has been revealed recently that is like, that has caused a lot. I mean, when you see this many, like this 3 and then this 3 right here, I'm like, definitely third party energy. For sure. So if your counterpart is not in a karmic relationship, then obviously you wouldn't be listening to this, but definitely third party situation that's happening. And this says the winged seer. This is somebody starting to see things clearly. And like 12, 2 plus 1, 3. 3 is every freaking where. But anyway, so this is literally, this card is saying like somebody is starting to understand things more clearly. It's the winged seer is literally about having clairvoyance. It's about having this deeper understanding. It's about no longer being in this space of not seeing clearly. It's about someone has been hiding the truth. Someone has been concealing the truth in this. And it could be the divine counterpart in this situation, that they hadn't wanted to see things clearly because then they have to deal with what that means. But it's like now they're starting to see things clearly. It's like any half-truths, any attempts to deceive have been exposed. Insights are coming. There's definitely some clairvoyant energy that's happening. It's like I'm literally getting like the divine counterpart is starting to see things and getting downloads and just so much information that it no longer allows them to hide. They have to face things. They have to deal with things as they are. And then the Wood Maiden is about trust. Okay, this is about literally like learning how to learning to become like learning to trust. Okay, they're learning to trust themselves, learning to trust other people, but also understanding that sometimes that awareness, that knowledge, this can come with a very, very high price. It's like you know, things are what I'm getting from this is definitely that like they're starting to see things clearly. It's like, again, going back to the Matrix, like when Neo starts to believe in himself, they're starting to see things in a more clear way. And it's like causing that because they're starting to trust. They're starting to trust this connection. They're starting to trust their leadings. They're starting to trust what Spirit has been trying to guide them toward all along. And so they're really yeah, I'm getting that part of it is because of this betrayal, because of this heartbreak again up here. That's literally that somebody is having to trust that everything is going to work out no matter what, because there's so much chaos and heartbreak and pain that has been present for such a long time, or that has really been recently exposed. Because I'm getting very strong energy about recent there's been pain and conflict all along, but what I'm getting right now is like literally like the veil has been torn, like, and it's like the truth is just out there and exposed. So let me move these cards aside. And I want to look at what karma they're working through right now. So the karma that's present right now is death in reverse, a clockwork pumpkin, and fair brown and trembling. Very interesting. Okay, death in reverse to me, I mean, I just see that as like that there is transformation. Like death is about things coming to an end. Death is about allowing things to come to an end. And so many times people don't want that. Like death is scary, right? It's like giving into, surrendering to the death of something is scary. And so with death in reverse, what I'm getting is that people are still trying to resist letting things end. They know it needs to end. They know that these cycles need to come full circle, but they're not letting it happen, or they're holding on and like being anxious and stressed and like shit's dying anyway, but I'm just going to be an anxious, stressed mess about it. So that could be like the karma is that they're just trying to work, that they need to let things end without all of the, drama associated with it. I was talking with a friend earlier this week about that, and I said, that endings don't have to be bad. Like, if you can be conscious and mature about things, that you can end things with honesty and dignity and remain, have respect for one another, and that's how things that's like conscious, that's how people that are conscious deal with stuff. But right now the karma is that things are coming to an end, but they're like trying to hold on and not let it end easily. The clockwork pumpkin, it's like, it says a wonderful idea, the aha moment. So it's like, again, things are clear. It's like things have just become clear. It's like it's like the when you're turning a key in a lock and it's like the tumblers just fall into place and then suddenly you can like entrance, that's what's happened. It's like things have just suddenly become very clear. And they're having to, or things will be about to become very clear. And the karma is about, just seeing things I get like just the smoke clearing. It's just like suddenly everything makes sense. And they're like, oh, okay, well now I get it. So this card, this fair, brown, and trembling, is fair, brown, and trembling are sisters. One was fair, one was brown. And the trembling one was shy, and she didn't have didn't feel like she could, just everybody kind of made fun of her. Like they didn't see her as her beauty or her gifts because she was always shy and her voice was shaky. And so this is about, what ends up happening is that she meets a witch or a crone that gives her gifts and blessings, and then she's able to go do the things that the other princesses do, and she's able to like overcome her nervousness. So basically it's like someone is overcoming. So what has to happen here, and what the karma for this situation is, that somebody has to overcome. One or both parties may feel like they don't have enough, they don't have what it takes, they don't have enough to offer, they're not being seen, they're kind of nervous and anxious, and it's like now they're stepping into this understanding that they have certain gifts and that those gifts will actually help them to transform their life, but they need to see it, and that's the karma. The karma is that they're not seeing it quite yet, or they haven't seen it, but they're about to, because it's time for things to shift. So what is ahead for this connection? The devil in reverse. Wow, some big energies. Ooh, I am Kali. And the juniper tree. Wow. You guys, I think I say this like every week, but I'm like, I don't feel, I feel bad for like, I have empathy for the people in this connection, because like it's so intense. It's like, good Lord, people, like just let it go, for God's sakes. Like, you're torturing yourselves right now. So what's ahead, the devil in reverse, it's like they're understanding. It's like finally somebody's understanding that they're trapped, and they're just going to start looking for a way out. It's like they're no longer they're moving through that situation of understanding like that they don't have to be trapped. They can make a different decision. They can find a way out, and that's what they're starting to do. I'm getting very clearly that somebody is like, okay, this is, it is what it is, time to move forward, time to not, they feel like it could be a lot harder than it will be. It's like, it's like going on a roller coaster ride and you're terrified, and then you get off it and you're like, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's like they've thought that ending the situation would be really hard, and they're starting to understand that it's not going to be as bad as they thought it would be. So the next card is I am Kali. From death comes rebirth. You guys, we have a death card here. We've got, there's just, it's very apparent to me that this situation is like coming to an end. It's like, this is, Kali is saying like what's ahead is that the transformation, like, death, destruction, shit's coming down. Things are falling apart. it's literally like Kali is coming in to assist with the letting go and the transformation, the tearing down of the ego, letting things go. That is definitely what's happening. The path is going to be cleared. It's like Kali is coming in to just clear the path and like help this situation to be transformed. And this card, this deception card, it says the juniper tree, deception. And this is about somebody needs to let go of the greed. It's like not acting out of anger and resentment. It's definitely about not being impulsive. It's what I'm getting is that there may be somebody that's going to try and shift the blame. Like it could be like the divine counterpart in the situation is going to be like, well, if you didn't do this, then I wouldn't do this. But it feels like that kind of energy could be there. But it's definitely what I'm getting is just like somebody like, there has been like this card talks about coming back to life after someone's been really cruel to you. And so what I'm getting is that it's like somebody's been paying the price for for the situation. Somebody's been really hurt through it. That obviously we got like, the 3 of Swords and the heartbreak fairy card. So this is definitely about, one thing is about reaping what you sow. So somebody could be paying some karmic debt coming up for what they've done. But it's also about definitely recognizing that this is another card of resurrection. It's another card of coming back to life. All of these cards together, all of these cards are saying to me very clearly that things are coming to an end, and it's going to be a rebirth for both parties. I don't think not together. I don't feel like it's going to be together. I feel like this connection is definitely coming to an end, but it's going to be, there's going to be a rebirth out of it after the smoke clears and after the energies move through, that people are going to feel better about it. So how can you support this in the... So how can you be supportive? Interesting. Sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. I've been doing readings all morning and I haven't eaten anything. So if you can hear that, sorry. So the 6 of Wands card is the first one. This is how you can support your counterpart in this time. And even if you're not in connection, even if you're not in communication, you can still support them by sending energy and sending love and healing and all of that. And saying like, this is a card of success, okay? So it's definitely saying that, you could send them, you can tell them, you can confess your feelings to them. You could just send them love notes, in your head. You can send them telepathic communication. But it's definitely what I'm saying is that what the card is saying, and what I'm getting from this is that it's how you can best support them is continue to be a source of love and compassion and care. Yeah, it's just really sending good vibes to them around this, being like, regardless of what's going on, I know this is difficult for you. I know that things may not be easy. You don't have to say this verbally. You can just send the energy, but it can be something along the lines of like, I know things are difficult. I know things are not easy right now, but I'm here for you and I believe in your success and I love you. And, I'm rooting for you. So you can send those kinds of telepathic messages to them if you're not in communication. If you are, you can say that to them on, physically. So this is saying that, you can, yeah, it's saying this person right now, what your counterpart needs is a true friend. He or she needs your friendship. That this means like you don't have to like don't necessarily come at them with the energy of like happily ever after or anything like that. It's like if you can just offer them a hand, it's like if you could just throw them a lifeboat. Literally, it's just saying they're going to need your friendship right now. They're going to need your support. They're going to need your friendship. They are definitely going to. They may be like, this could cause, like whatever's going on could cause them to have a lot of negative things being said about them, gossip, things like that. And so they're going to really need your support. That's literally what I'm getting from this. And then this is about sisters. This card, the Snow White and Rose Red, they're sisters, and they offer each other like support and love. And it's literally, this card is about sisterhood. It's about being in that space of bonds, you know, loyalty, love, hospitality, generosity, and being rewarded for having to being true to your heart and to being a good person. So what I get from this is literally that it's like what Spirit is saying is just that, again, with this card, friendship, sisterhood, it's not necessarily, may not be in the best time for you to send like love expectations, you know, love in the sense like let's live happily ever after. They may not be able to hear that right now or feel that because they're so overwhelmed with what else is going on. But just be like, I'll be your friend. I'll be here for you. I'm here for you no matter what. Even if you're not, you know, romantically involved, I'm still going to be here and supporting you. So definitely some interesting energies and intense energies for the karmic situation this week. So let me know how it resonates. If you hear anything from your counterpart around what's going on, I definitely want to hear if you have any, if this resonates or if it's something that you're aware of. So anyway, I hope you'll have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.